How high is too high?
If you can't find your keys, you're probably bordering on that.
I can't find my keys when I'm not high. For stoners in 4 states, a new year means new laws allowing legal marijuana. Back in 2015, I went to Portland, Oregon to an event focused on responsible weed consumption.
Just because you can smoke legally doesn't mean it's always fun, safe, or classy. I want to know, how high is too high?
Smoking too much will merely put you to sleep.
A fit of giggling for like 40 minutes or something, that's too high.
How high are you, sir, on a scale of like cotton mouth to fingers are cool?
Fingers aren't cool.
Are you high right now, Erin?
Not much. Oh, we just like had a little toodly-doo. Nothing much. Nothing to write home about.
Toodly-doo.
Yeah.
A toodly-doo, I love it. The day-long weed extravaganza was put on by a local marijuana columnist and pot connoisseur, Joshua Taylor.
Are you always high?
I consume a regular basis when I'm awake, but I would not say to a point where I'm impaired.
How are your eyes so white then?
Years of practice.
Thanks to legalization, the state estimates it will rake in $40 million a year from pot smokers new and old.
So what should consumers know about the marijuana they're about to smoke before they do so?
I think they should know the manner in which it was grown. I think that if at all possible, you should always have your products tested for pesticides and molds. Now you have more terminology, products, and equipment than most people can keep track of.
This right here is sort of a breakdown of your cannabinoid profiles. When you use organics, you tend to get better flavors, better aromas.
I'm smelling a nutty, oaky, no, that's wine, I'm sorry, like hint of hazelnut.
So how can people go about testing their limits?
I think you should always test in private to begin with. It's good to have a friend with you, to not have any plans to drive, operate power tools, and to go slow.
Can I do like a little reflex test? Do you know what one of these is?
One of those little hacky sack balls things?
Okay, ready? No. This is a hacky sack. You know if you fail. This is just a failure for all people who smoke weed. It's just like no pressure.
No!
Too high, you're too high, man. Let's do this. Nice. Oh my God. Oh, I'm the one that can't. Nice, you got. You almost killed a hippie. But not everyone is convinced that responsible weed is all fun and games. I talked to Tom Parker, who works for an organization that helps teens deal with substance abuse.
I think it's going to be easier for younger folks to get their hands on it because if it's legal, the supply increases and access increases.
For me, smoking weed was the best thing in my teenage years. Being a teenager sucks.
It does. I think people tell you that teen years are the best years of your life. It's a bunch of hooey. It's the worst years of your life. You're not a little kid and you're not an adult either.
Enter marijuana.
Enter marijuana. Many studies have shown quite clearly that it really affects all the things that you need and your brain is developing. As a teenager, it's negative for that brain in development.
I haven't read the studies. So, are all stoners underachievers, or do some actually play in cover bands?
Willie Nelson, Steve Jobs, Carl Sagan, all daily hardcore stoners, and they've all done quite well for themselves.
Do you sit around and eat powdered donuts all day?
I don't do that. No, I'm too busy gardening.
I'm well educated. I have a college degree. I have 5 college degrees.
I'm a computer programmer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, in a lot of ways, weed has helped me do that because, you know, when I hit a problem I don't understand, you know, I could smoke and at times see things from a different way.
So how are you going to prevent people from smoking weed? I mean, do you scare them? Do you just show like a burnout with Cheetos, you know, just dripping down from their mouths and like all the resumes they never sent in front of them?
I think it's important that you realize that with marijuana, there's good and bad, I suppose, in everything, and you have to figure out what that means to you. Are you ready to take the risk of the unknowns?
So there you have it. The rules of weed are kind of like the rules of life. Educate yourself and don't be an a-hole. Thanks for watching Newsbroke. You sat still for a full 5 minutes. Subscribe.